Welcome back, guys. If you've seen episode 2 of How Heavy is My Sewing Machine, you're here for the conclusion. That's right, guys. You're looking at 3 of my treadle sewing machines on the table. And in the last episode, I asked you guys to tell me what machine would fall right in the middle. Now, I'm not sure if you've noticed or not, but the fiddle base has a bigger hand wheel than the other 2 machines. And the reason for that is it acted like a flywheel when it was in the treadle to keep the machine going. If you have a fiddle base model 27, you would probably enjoy it as much as I do when you're sewing with it on a treadle machine. It just wants to keep on going with that hand wheel being so large. But is it the machine that fell in the middle? Nope. The 1917 115 was the middle weight machine at 23.6 pounds. The fiddle base is actually the lightest at half a pound under at 23 pounds. And then, of course, we have our model 27-4 that fell in at 25 pounds. So if you guessed that the 115 fell in the middle, you were right. But for today, I thought I'd switch the game up a little. And I'm going to bring you a couple more of my machines. And I'll weigh them. But I'm going to change the game. That's right. I thought I would give you guys a multiple choice game today on how heavy is my sewing machine. I'll pull out 2 machines that I have that you guys may be familiar with. And if you haven't seen one of these machines before, you can go watch one of my previous videos. But for today, I thought I would change the game up a little bit, and let me go get a couple machines and put them on the table and show you what I'm talking about. I'll be right back. All right, on the table in front of you, I have a sewing machine some of you are familiar with, and some of you may not be familiar with. And what I'm going to do on this episode of How Heavy is Your Sewing Machine is give you 3 different weights on the screen, and you'll have to guess what weight matches the machine on the table. What you're looking at here is the predecessor to the featherweight. This is my General Electric Sew Handy, and I'm going to weigh it today and find out how much it weighs. And then I'm going to bring over the white featherweight that I just got, and we're going to weigh that machine too, and I'll put 3 weights on the screen, and you have to guess what one matches that machine. But I thought I'd show you this awesome case. Look at this fabric they put on the inside. Just love it. And that awesome decal. This case is in fair condition, I would say, considering the age. Got a little bit of tearing there, and my handle has seen better days. I'll have to get to fixing this one day. But I thought it would be fun to weigh this machine and see if you guys can guess the correct weight, and then do the featherweight and compare what machine is lighter. Now I'm going to take the case off the table, and I'm going to go get my white featherweight, and I'll set them side by side so you can see the size comparison. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I've weighed these 2 machines, and to let you know, the featherweight, I did put the pedal and the cord on the floor. It's not included in the weight of the machine, just in case you're wondering. The white featherweight does not have a removable pedal and cord like our traditional black featherweight machines. It was probably a cost-cutting thing that they did. But if you have a black featherweight, I'm pretty sure it weighs differently than the white featherweight. But anyways, that's enough jibber jabber. On this episode of How Heavy Is Your Sewing Machine, I'm going to put 3 different numbers on the screen for the General Electric, and you have to guess A, B, or C. And then I'll put 3 different numbers up for the featherweight, and you have to guess A, B, or C. So let me get to it. Let's start off with the General Electric. Here's your 3 different weights, and you have to guess how heavy is the General Electric sewing machine. I'll give you a second. Okay. Now, I'm going to put the 3 numbers up for the featherweight. And you need to guess A, B, or C for that machine. And to let you know, I didn't want to do a weight comparison between the 2 machines because the General Electric is a heavier machine than a featherweight. There's a lot more going on with the General Electric, as in the fact it has a wood base and it's not all aluminum like the Singer. So comparing the 2 would be an easy pick, and that's why I changed up the game today. So there you go, there's the numbers for the 2 machines. You leave in the comments what machine you think matches what weight. And I'll be back next time on How Heavy Is Your Sewing Machine. Till next time, guys, stay safe, and I'll talk to you again soon.